Roman Reigns and CM Punk get into a heated confrontation after Raw. The real reason why Becky Lynch lost the WWE Women's IC title on Raw, the WWE officially changes Gunther's theme song, John Cena headed to the WWE Hall of Fame in 2026, Liv Morgan was not backstage on WWE Raw despite return rumors, Shane McMahon finally returned and sent message, why Dolph Ziggler lost to Solo Sikoa, a new WWE champion suddenly crowned, Brock Lesnar is the new leader of the Vision, Roman Reigns' return causes massive panic. Let's dive right in. The real reason why Becky Lynch lost the WWE Women's IC title on Raw. Becky Lynch is no longer the Women's Intercontinental Champion, as she suffered a title loss against Maxine Dupri on WWE Raw. The Irish star attempted her best to retain the gold, as AJ Lee made her surprise comeback and shocked the man. This distraction led Maxine to connect with a top rope splash and eventually pin Lynch to emerge as the new champion. We will discuss 4 reasons why Becky lost the mid-card title on the red brand. Number 1. To set the stage for the AJ Lee vs. Becky Lynch showdown, AJ Lee and Becky Lynch last faced off at WWE WrestlePalooza in a mixed tag match, and since then, they have been mostly absent from TV. Now to set the stage for their singles feud, the Stamford-based promotion could have planned this title change. With Lee costing Lynch the Women's IC Championship, the Irish star will seek vengeance, setting the stage for a singles match at Survivor Series 2025 number 2. Maxine Dupri's massive push is incoming. Over the past few months, Maxine Dupri's in-ring performance has improved. The newly crowned Women's IC Champion is now better in the squared circle. Even the crowd is behind Maxine. Considering this title change, it appears that the Stamford-based promotion is planning for a massive push for her on Raw number 3. WWE wants more AJ Lee non-title feuds. Since AJ Lee's WWE comeback on Monday Night Raw, she has already hinted at her desire to be the Women's IC Champion. However, with the title change on the red brand, it seems that the Triple H-led creative regime wants the ex-Divas champion to stay away from championship feuds. This could be why Becky Lynch suffered the title loss, as it will make her feud against Lee personal rather than being a title rivalry. Number 4. To add another big moment to the MSG show. The latest episode of WWE Raw took place in the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. Usually, the MSG shows of the sports entertainment juggernaut are known for big, unexpected moments. Already, Dolph Ziggler and AJ Lee made their return on the show, and Becky Lynch's title loss, which is undoubtedly another massive angle. To make the show even bigger, the company could have planned the title switch. So, these are the possible reasons why the man is no longer the Women's IC title holder on WWE Raw and suffered the title loss. The WWE officially changes Gunther's theme song. WWE has officially confirmed that there has been a huge change made to Gunther. The star finally returned on Raw tonight to take part in the Last Time Is Now tournament to face John Cena at Saturday night's main event. When Gunther returned, it was to a huge shock for the fans. Instead of his usual theme that was made by Def Rebel, called Prepare to Fight, instead, WWE officially made a huge change to his character on his return. They used his old theme instead, the one with which he had debuted in the company in the first place. It was his Walter theme song, used when he was on NXT UK, and NXT, the original was called Symphony No. 9 in E minor. There have been several theme changes in recent months as quite a few Def Rebel created theme songs have changed in the company. There have been rumors that Def Rebel is finishing up with the company, but be that as it may, the return of the star's original theme song was a major change and completely changed the appearance of the character. Now, the star appears even more threatening than he did before. It remains to be seen whether he wins the whole tournament. The ring general won his match against Javon Evans, but it was not without a struggle. Evans proved to be a greater threat than expected, even getting near wins by taking advantage of the ring general's overconfidence. Now that the star has won though, he is one step closer to facing John Cena at Saturday night's main event, and ending the career of one more legend after he did the same to Goldberg. Should the star be able to win and defeat Cena, it would make him a bigger force than ever. John Cena headed to the WWE Hall of Fame in 2026. John Cena is about to close the book on his legendary WWE career, and the Hall of Fame may be his next chapter. With his final match set for Saturday night's main event on December 13th, the wrestling world is already looking toward how WWE plans to honor one of its biggest icons. Brian Alvarez reported that WWE is lining up Cena to headline the class of 2026. Belief is Cena very likely the 2026 Hall of Fame main eventer, he wrote. Cena just wrestled his last match on Monday Night Raw, teaming with Sheamus and Rey Mysterio to beat Judgment Day's Finn Balor, JD McDonough, and Dominic Mysterio. Earlier that night, Cena was confronted by Dominic, who interrupted his promo and challenged him to a match at Survivor Series after losing the Intercontinental title. Cena accepted the rematch set for November 29th. Debuting in 2002 with a ruthless aggression slap to Kurt Angle, Cena quickly became the face of WWE. He won his first WWE Championship in 2005 and remained the top guy for over a decade before transitioning into a part-time role in 2017 to pursue acting. He was inducted into the Wrestling Observer Hall of Fame back in 2012. As Cena's in-ring story wraps up, it looks like WWE is ready to give him the ultimate farewell. A Hall of Fame headliner spot feels like the right way to honor his impact on the business. Do you think John Cena deserves to headline the 2026 WWE Hall of Fame? Liv Morgan was not backstage on WWE Raw despite return rumors. Despite a wave of rumors swirling ahead of Monday Night Raw at Madison Square Garden, Liv Morgan was not in the building, and she didn't appear on the show. Speculation leading up to tonight's broadcast suggested Liv might be one of several big names backstage, alongside Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, and AJ Lee. The buzz centered on a possible surprise return, especially with the show airing from the iconic New York City venue. But those hopes were shut down before the show even went live. According to a report from PW Insider, a source confirmed that Liv Morgan was not backstage at Raw and was not scheduled to appear during the show. That means her long-awaited return to WWE television will have to wait. Liv has been absent since June 16th, when she suffered a shoulder injury during Raw and underwent surgery shortly after WWE never offered a public return timeline, so her comeback window has remained wide open. While AJ Lee and Roman Reigns were also linked to potential appearances tonight, Liv's absence stands out, especially given how long she's been off TV, and the online chatter that suggested she might finally resurface. Fans hoping for her return tonight were disappointed, but they'll have to keep waiting. Shane McMahon finally returned and sent a message. Shane McMahon sent a message saying he was back on WWE tonight on Raw. The star had something to say on social media. Shane McMahon and his son Rogan were part of the audience at WWE Raw. They were in the crowd and watched the last show that John Cena will ever be a part of for the Red brand. He said that he was very happy to return home to WWE at Madison Square Garden to watch John Cena's final appearance in the legendary stadium. It has been a long time since was last seen, as he has been absent from the company since his match at WrestleMania. 39 went very wrong and left everyone wondering what had happened. It remains to be seen if he will be making any appearances for the company anytime soon, and if he can get a contract to that effect as well. So good to be back home MSG to watch John Cena final show at the Garden. While McMahon has not really been involved in WWE much for the last few years, the fact that the last time he returned he was immediately pushed to a WrestleMania match says a lot. He returned to face The Miz in an impromptu match with Snoop Dogg at his side. However, he tore his quad muscle almost immediately and collapsed. This meant that he could not wrestle, and instead, it was Snoop Dogg who took over and replaced him in the bout. McMahon's contract with the company came to an end in June 2024, and this ended his time with the company after his return in the mid-2000s. Why Dolph Ziggler lost to Solo Sikoa. Tonight's edition of WWE Monday Night Raw from Madison Square Garden saw the former World Heavyweight Champion, Dolph Ziggler, making his shocking return as Solo Sikoa's mystery opponent in the Last Time Is Now tournament, which would decide Cena's retirement opponent for Saturday night's main event. The show-off received a huge cheer from the crowd when he returned to the Red brand. Although Ziggler put up a tough fight against Sikoa, he ultimately fell short against the former tribal chief and lost the match. Last week, on Friday Night SmackDown, Zack Ryder, aka Matt Cardona, was revealed as LA Knight's opponent in the Last Time Is Now tournament. Later, it was revealed that Ryder had not signed any contract with the company, and his appearance might be only a one-time thing. Dolph's situation seems identical, and his WWE Raw comeback could be his only appearance, as he is signed to TNA and has been an active part of their roster. His return to the Red brand could be just for one night. Solo Sikoa and his stable, MFT, have been establishing themselves as one of the top heel groups on the active roster, and their leader losing to a returning superstar who is competing in TNA would have completely ruined their momentum. Therefore, Triple H and the creative team decided to have Ziggler lose in order to protect their heel star from getting buried. Dolph Ziggler himself is a veteran with a 20-plus year career with the Stamford-based promotion, and losing to the Street Champion was a perfect passing of the torch and an opportunity to showcase young talent like Sikoa A. Win over a legend like the Show-Off would elevate the leader of the MFT stable to become the ultimate heel in the company. Therefore, that could be another reason why the former WWE World Heavyweight Champion lost his return match. A new WWE champion suddenly crowned. While Maxine Dupri's Women's Intercontinental Championship win over Becky Lynch on WWE Raw has taken the wrestling world by storm, another new champion has been crowned in a moment that has flown under the radar. Lanie Luck became only the second ever WWE Women's ID champion at the latest Wrestling Open event. Kylie Rae was the inaugural Women's ID champion, winning it in August this year, but vacated it less than 2 months later after going on maternity leave. Moreover, Rae left WWE altogether in October, leaving the title's future in doubt. Now, a new champion has been finally crowned in the form of Lanie Luck. Luck had a Herculean task ahead of her at the Wrestling Open event, as she first had to win a 6-woman qualifier match to find a spot in the main event. The up-and-coming star would then go on to beat 5 other competitors in the show's headlining match, which was a gauntlet-style eliminator contest. Not only did Lanie Luck win the Women's ID Championship, but she also secured a contract with the global juggernaut. Considering Rae had been a champion merely days earlier, fans were understandably surprised when her contract was not renewed in September. Following the development, Kylie Rae took to her social media account to write that she was eternally grateful for the opportunity to work for the global juggernaut. She also confirmed that fans would see her back. Kylie Rae's career in the company fizzled out sooner than expected. One can only hope things work out for Lanie Luck. Brock Lesnar is the new leader of the Vision. The latest edition of WWE Monday Night Raw, which went live from the famous Madison Square Garden, ended with a bang as the men's War Games is finally locked, with Brock Lesnar being the 5th member of Team Vision and Roman Reigns being the final member for Team CM Punk. Lesnar made his shocking return when CM Punk and crew started dominating the heel team and sent the best in the world and Cody Rhodes to Suplex City. Things got chaotic as Reigns returned, joining Team Babyface and overpowered the Beast Incarnate, and all got into a brawl. Seth Rollins was kicked out of his Vision faction last month after sustaining an injury and being written off. Hence, getting snubbed out of the heel crew was the best option creatives had for him. The crew needed a new leader, and there were rumblings about Lesnar being the one to replace Rollins, and his return on Raw could be a perfect moment for him to be the leader of the crew. Brock Lesnar has been out of the title picture for a long time. His return, going directly against the reigning champion on Monday Night Raw and aligning himself with Vision, has paved the way for him into the championship picture. Following the War Games bout, the Beast Incarnate could get himself a championship shot against Punk, which would be a perfect box office feud. The WWE Survivor Series, War Games 2025, premium live event will be the final event of the year. In 2026, the World Wrestling Entertainment will kick off the road to Mania next year. M will emanate live from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas for the two-night show of shows. Lesnar is being heavily advertised for the Showcase of Immortals. His comeback on Raw at MSG could kick off his build for the grandest stage of them all. Roman Reigns' return causes massive panic. Roman Reigns is back on Monday Night Raw and seemingly joined Team CM Punk for Survivor Series. War Games 2025. The only tribal chief not only arrived at Madison Square Garden, but also put the Vision and Brock Lesnar down. The show concluded with a massive brawl, but the actions of Roman Reigns suggest that he is in the babyface team. Before Roman Reigns, Jay and Jimmy Uso had already joined Team CM Punk for this massive showdown. Considering that the Usos are part of his family, Reigns might have joined the team to put down the Vision. The Usos and the OTC have already been seen in conflicted situations, especially at Crown Jewel 2025, where Jay accidentally cost Reigns against Bronson Reed. So, to settle things down, Roman might have decided to help his real-life cousins, and seemingly wanted to reunite with them. Despite what happened a few weeks back, Bronson Reed defeated Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel 2025, and the OTC surely wants revenge for this loss. So, this feeling of hatred towards the Vision might be the reason why Roman subtly joined Team CM Punk against Team Vision for War Games 2025. The head of the table may have only one motive: to destroy the Vision members. As Team Punk already has a similar mission, he seemingly joined them to take Vision down at Survivor Series last year. At Survivor Series, CM Punk joined Team OG Bloodline against Solo Sikoa's faction. The best in the world was one of the crucial reasons why Team Reigns emerged as the victor in that match. Though the Second City Saint asked for a favor in return from Paul Heyman, Roman may want to pay back the voice of the voiceless for his aid in last year's War Games showdown. This could be why he decided to join Team Punk on the red brand at Madison Square Garden. Now, we are only a few days away from Survivor Series 2025. The premium live event is already stacked, especially after the inclusion of Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar in the storyline. Reigns, who defeated Lesnar thrice between late 2021 and August 2022, proved to be exactly that as he took out the Beast Incarnate with one swift Superman punch, followed by security and the NYPD coming out to stop what happened. However, the OTC continued his trail of destruction, and even a sneak attack from Bronson Reed couldn't stop him from standing tall. The team is now complete, with CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, and Reigns being the babyface team. While it might seem like the WWE equivalent of the Avengers cast, things are a little bit different under the surface. Roman Reigns was already annoyed with the Usos, following the debacle of Crown Jewel 2025, where he lost to Bronson Reed. It's clear he has no trust in CM Punk, and their off-air confrontation just proved that, on top of that, there is the distraction of Cody Rhodes, whom Reigns told was in his way in life. Prior to the teaming up together at Bad Blood 2025, Rhodes was done with Reigns and the Bloodline following that, but it looks like they are crossing paths again. It's going to be interesting to see how all the big egos can clash together on one stage. Roman Reigns and CM Punk get into a heated confrontation after Raw. Once Raw went off the air, the complete babyface team of Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, and CM Punk was in the ring. Reigns got into a heated confrontation with World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk before making a dramatic exit. It's safe to say that there is no love lost between Reigns and Punk last year. Punk was recruited to be a part of the Team OG Bloodline at Survivor Series War Games, and he did so only because of his respect for Paul Heyman. This time, they are united in their disdain towards Heyman, who betrayed both Punk and Reigns in the main event of WrestleMania 41 on Saturday. Regardless, Reigns and Punk still seem to stand on opposite sides, even when teaming together. We will see in the next week or two how they manage to work together for a common cause. They did it once before.